Hello everyone, welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Taurus for February. You can have Taurus anywhere in your chart. You can be a cross watcher. All that I ask is that if you're here watching this reading, that you come with good intentions for yourself and for others. Okay, so when I was getting into your energy, Taurus, a couple of things came up. First off, it was right after I'd done Sagittarius reading, and I was getting into your energy, and I was perfectly fine during the Sagittarius reading, but as soon as I started thinking about Taurus, my stomach got very upset. Don't mind that beeping. Maybe this is just confirmation, but so anyway, my stomach got very upset. And so I feel like there's something that you're nervous about, but then also I was feeling very, very determined. So I feel like there's something that you're nervous about, but that you're still moving forward towards. You're still pursuing it. You're still doing it. And then I was called to get a song for you guys, and the song that I got was "Searching for a Heart" by Don Henley. And in the song, the song, just hearing the title and just what I know of the song, I was getting that's what you guys are doing. You're in search of, like, not just finding love, but I feel like you're in search of the healing you need to do in order to find love. And it's really, it might be things you're being called to do, things that you have not really ever been comfortable doing, in a healing sense. Like, I don't really know what that would entail. Maybe the reading will bring up more, but I did want to read one section of the lyrics for you guys. It says, "They tell you that love requires a little standing in line, and I've been waiting for you, lover, for a long, long time. I've been pacing the floor, I've been watching that door. Meanwhile, I'll keep searching for a heart." Now, part of that speaks to me about that nervous but still determined, because the pacing of the floor and watching the door, that's kind of like those nerves, right? But then it says, "Meanwhile, I'll keep searching for a heart," and that's the determination. And so I do feel like you're not just sitting and waiting. You are taking steps. You're trying to heal yourself as much as you can. I feel like you kind of sense that your person is close by, and I don't mean like in a physical sense. I mean, like, you can kind of sense maybe like your person, and like probably like intuitively you can feel them, and so that's probably making you a little nervous. But even though that's happening, you're still choosing to try to grow. You're trying to get better, I hear. Like, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you, but I just feel like there are things that you think that you need to heal before you can allow a relationship into your life. Now, obviously, this is for people who are single, right? But yeah, I don't know. So we're going to start with the archetype cards. I kind of want to get two cards, one for you and one for the other person. So can I have one or two cards for Taurus, please? I'll probably end up getting two, but we'll see how it happens. Can I have one or two cards for Taurus, please, for February? Okay, so we have Detective. The great powers of observation and intuition desire to seek out the truth. Oh my gosh, that's the light attribute. I kind of feel like that's what you're doing. It's kind of like, you see how she has a book. She's reading, okay? But she also has her eye out. Like, she's doing what she needs to do, but she's also watching and waiting. That's so interesting. So this definitely feels like your energy, Taurus, okay? Do we need... No, actually, you know what? I'm not even going to focus on the other person. I just kind of want to focus on Taurus. 444 when I said that. Because I feel like we already know that there's going to be someone coming in your life. You already know that. But it's going to be a different person for everyone, right? Like if I get energy of the other person, it could just be for one person, not all who are going to be watching this. So I kind of want to just focus on Taurus, okay? Um, but it's like, and it's almost like maybe you can't focus because you're kind of lost in thought. So the shadow attributes are voyeurism and falsifying information. So that could be what you're kind of healing. Maybe it's like you attach this energy to the wrong kinds of people in the past, and you're needing to really use your intuition and observation and see your truth, not someone else's truth. You can't tie these feelings and stuff to other people. They're the wrong kinds of people. You have to really focus and use your intuition and see if these people are the right ones for you. Now I'm going to use the tea leaf fortune cards. So you got fan, romance, celebration, party. I'm hearing something with that word fan. Fan. And what's on the bottom? Axe. Forces working against you. The axe and forces working against you, all I feel like is that's that nervousness, or even the shadow attribute of this detective of voyeurism and falsifying information. So the voyeurism, I'm getting the sense of like a bit of like social media stalking, and like taking things out of context, like things that they post, you kind of take out of context. Because I don't even know if it's the person that you might even be like doing this to that is your person, but it's like you're tying those feelings to someone that's not the right person. Okay, look at this on the bottom again is celebration, fun, enjoyment. It's very similar to this fan energy, tankard, but the card that came out is happiness. Nice. So I definitely feel like if you start using your intuition and really, really looking at things like from an intuitive point, instead of just like, it's almost like you just easily attach to people and then detach from people. Attach, detach, attach, detach. But you can sense almost like that your person is in your midst. You can feel them. Why am I hearing that word? It's like that fan is standing out to me. The word fan, not the picture of the fan. The word fan. You could have, I'm hearing like fans. People who maybe like kind of like idolize you or put you on a pedestal, and maybe you kind of abuse that a little bit. But it's like you're not doing it on purpose. I feel like you genuinely think some of these people are like going to be for you, but they're not. It's so interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. Can I get a message for Taurus, please, regarding these cards? What's the message for Taurus for February, please? What's the message for Taurus, please? Okay, Three of Swords on the bottom. That Three of Swords has to do with heartbreak, so I feel like I'm hearing the number 3, especially because there are 3 letters in the word fan, and I'm seeing that word very strongly. I'm getting that maybe there's been like 3 people that you felt like were promising, but it ended up just being heartbreaking. But the whole time with that eye there in the middle of the heart, there's no string going over the eye. There's no swords going through the eye. There's nothing covering the eye. The eye can see truly. So I feel like even though you knew, it's like you knew that these things were wrong, but you pursued them anyway. and it just ended up binding you up, like away from the truth, like your actual true person, and just ended up hurting everyone involved. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, we have the sun. Nice. I don't know. The Tower. Okay. The Princess of Cups. And the Ten of Cups. Well, alrighty then. These are really, really positive. Okay, just give me a second here. The Three of Swords. Here's 3 again. I'm seeing the 3 pyramids. Hang on just one second. Okay, one thing I do want to say is, so here I'm seeing the 3 pyramids, right? Again, with the number 3. And it's like they have kind of like spotlights coming out of these eyes that are on the pyramids. And it's almost like that searching, right? The searching for a heart. You're searching for happiness. Now, I see happiness all over this reading. You're so close. It's like, you can smell it, you can see it, you can sense it. But you keep tying it to the wrong things, because it's like, if you look at the sun, there's a bunch of hands reaching out. So it's almost like you're reaching out, and it's like you're not grasping onto anything solid, but you're still searching, which is good. It's like you're not giving up hope. And then here with this Tower card, I noticed the 3 sections as well. There's 3 sections that are being tried. They're trying to hold these 3 sections together. So it's almost like you are trying to hold something together that's not supposed to be together. It's supposed to crumble. And I feel like it's, because the way that this is coming out, the fan thing, where it's like there could be people who put you up on a pedestal and you kind of abuse the power, but it doesn't feel natural to you. Like, you don't like it. It doesn't bring you joy, but you do it because it's easy. Because look at this. This is like all these hands reaching out. Oh, that could be like the people. You could have like a magnetic like personality, and there's like all kinds of people that are constantly reaching towards you, and you allow them to, and you reach back. Because I feel like that's kind of you in the middle there. Or I don't know. But you allow them to, but it's like it's not bringing you joy, and you kind of want to let it crumble. You don't want to live that life anymore. You want to live a more like emotional, fulfilling life with this Princess of Cups. It's like the beginning of emotional journey, like emotional fulfillment. And she's cheersing to this 10 of Cups, and 10 of Cups is emotional fulfillment. And look, if you look at this, the sun that's rising, it looks so similar to this sun that's in this card. And there's a boy and a girl down here, and it's like, that family, complete emotional happiness. And I feel like that's like, you feel like the princess. The princess equals the page. It's the very, very beginning of emotional journey. And it's that searching for heart. You're actually like, instead of grabbing a hold of what's easily given to you, you're ready to let that fall. You're ready to let that crumble. And you want to set out by yourself alone to find your true happiness. And this is the beginning and this is the end. You know that and look how close they are, right? It's not like this person has to travel very far, I'm hearing. It's very within your grasp. You just have to be a little bit more discerning in your choices. You can't just like let everyone that reaches out for you, you can't grab onto everyone that reaches out for you. You have to be discerning. You have to be smart in your choices that you're making. And if you really listen to your intuition, if you really listen in closely to what, like, it's the intuitive ability. You have really strong intuitive ability, but you're not really listening to it. You're just doing the easy thing instead of doing the hard thing, which is waiting and being patient. But you're starting that. You're starting that journey of being patient and waiting and not just letting any like Tom, Dick, and Harry come into your life. Because when you do that, it's like each person that you're with like takes a little bit more of your energy away from you. And it's almost like you got to draw that line, and you have to I don't know. Okay, what are we going to do? I kind of want to get clarification, but I don't know what. Okay, let's clarify with the I want to clarify with Rider-Waite. Let's clarify the sun for Taurus, please. Can I clarify the sun for Taurus? I just saw 7 of Cups, like that options type of energy, where it's like you're overwhelmed with options, so you just choose them all, even though they, like, none of them are right for you. Okay. Well, so we got the Wheel of Fortune and then the 5 of Cups. So the 5 of Cups is about sadness. And the 5 of Wands is also on the bottom. And 5 is actually a number that represents Taurus. You know, you represent the 5th month. Oftentimes, like a lot of Taurians have May birthdays. And then also you are represented by the Hierophant in the tarot. And that's the 5th card of the Major Arcana. Okay? So I'm hearing like you're deciding to go in more into your element with those 5s. But then also with the Wheel of Fortune and the 5 of Cups, I'm seeing like you're looking at the spilled cups. You're looking, and we had the 3 of Swords here as well on the bottom of the True Heart Intuitive Tarot, the 3 of Swords. And there's 3 cups. And there's more of that 3 energy, okay? So you're looking at the 3 things that have been wrong, completely wrong. But with the the 5 of Cups, there's always 2 cards behind the person that they're not seeing because they're too busy focused over here. But the wheel has turned, okay? And when the wheel turns, I feel like it makes this person turn and look to their 2 of Cups. And the 2 of Cups, the card 2 of Cups represents like true, deep emotional connection. And with the 5 of Wands on the bottom, I feel like it's something that you've always kind of resisted. Maybe you were kind of scared of it. You know, it's like you've always felt maybe a person in your presence, but you were scared to choose it. So you chose all these other like random things, random people I'm hearing, you know. And so you were like resisting that 2 of Cups. You were too focused on the 3 of Cups. And the 3 of Cups can be about like social circles and partying and like excessive celebration. And I feel like you're looking at it in a way that you're just kind of like, you're kind of over it, but you don't know how to necessarily change it. And I feel like you're getting a lot of help to turn the wheel, like from the universe or whatever you want to call it. It's turning, that your tides are turning. And you're going to put all of that behind you and turn towards these 2 of Cups. Okay, let's look at the Tower. I want to kind of see, because I feel like there's something that happened that has made you want to, even though you never were happy in this situation, with all like the random people, you were never really happy in that situation. But there's something that happened that made you want to finally just like leave it behind you. So what was that? What changed for Taurus? What happened? Oh, okay. Well, so we have the Death card. Now, that doesn't mean like literal death, But we have the King of Pentacles on the bottom. Now, it could have been like a death of a person. Like I'm hearing like a grandparent or parent or something. It's like you wanted to start taking responsibility for life. You wanted to start being more grounded and responsible. But I'm getting more of like a metaphorical death, because this King of Pentacles does represent Taurus to me as well. And then the death card is Scorpio. Oh, okay. So Scorpio and Taurus are opposites of each other on the zodiac wheel. Like I'm hearing like North Node and South Node, right? And so like if you're a Taurus, your natural seventh, which is directly opposite of you, is Scorpio. And so I'm kind of hearing like you're going from your south node to your north node. That was the Tower. You might want to look up what your south and north nodes are in your chart, and you can do that at Cafe Astrology. They have a really good chart there for you. You need to know your time and place of birth and date of birth, obviously, but in order to get your full chart. But even if you don't have the time, I think you can still get your north and south node. I'm not 100% sure, but I think. But anyway, I feel like that's what's happening, is like you're going from like your south node, which is kind of like life's lessons and what you need to learn in this life, to your north node, which is where your lessons lead you to, like your truth, where your happiness lays, right? So I feel like that's kind of what the Tower is like you've stopped resonating with your karma. That's kind of how I look at south nodes. It's like that's our karmic debt that we have when we come into this life, or that we build up through our lifetime. So your south node is kind of like your karma, and then your north node is the good karma, right? And so that's kind of what I'm getting, is like you've kind of worked your way through all of your negative karma, and you're kind of starting on the path towards your positive karma. Okay, let's look at this. I'm going to look at the Princess of Cups and Ten of Cups together, because I feel like it's like the journey that you're beginning on, because I do feel like you've begun. I don't feel like you're still in this area of life. So can I get a clarifier for the Princess of Cups and Ten of Cups for Taurus February, please? Taurus February. Princess of Cups, Ten of Cups. Clarifier, please. Clarify, please, for Taurus February. Okay. Oop. Okay. Oh, yay. So it's the Eight of Pentacles. I love this with the Page of Wands on the bottom. I love this. Okay. So with the Page of Wands is it's like the Princess and the Page are the same equivalent. It's just different decks use different wording. So the Page of Wands is the very, very beginning of something passionate. I think you are definitely looking for someone who brings you passion, but also emotional fulfillment. It's like very healthy love life and sex life. Like you guys click, okay? That's kind of what I'm getting here. And then with this Eight of Pentacles, that's that energy that determination. Eight of Pentacles is almost, it's like that is what that card means to me, is determination. You are determined. You are doing every single step that you need to do. You are taking all the steps. You are building and building and building and building. And that's kind of, I feel like that's where you're at right now. You're just taking the time to work on yourself, because you know that by working on yourself, it will bring you this. And it's like you're being very passionate about it. You're not just putting your head down and focusing. Like you're actually finding a lot of fulfillment in it, in your self-work. You're finding a lot of fulfillment in there. It's not just like, oh, I gotta go to the gym because I gotta go to the gym and that's what's best for me. Like you're not like that. It's like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm going to go to the gym because it makes me feel really good, and it helps me carry out that energy throughout the day. And then when I go to the gym in the morning, it makes me be able to really put my heart into my job, and I'm finding a lot of more fulfillment there, and just stuff like that. And it helps me come home after work and want to get things done around the house, and stuff like that. It's like you're finding a lot of joy in the work that you're doing, okay? And by doing that, that's when you bring in true people. Like when you act true for yourself, it brings in true people. When you go against your intuition, against your nature, all it does is bring in, like, it's like people that attach to you, I'm hearing, and that's what you were doing before, I feel like. Okay. So we have, I think it's pronounced Ein, I'm not sure. Leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. So, I don't know if you necessarily have someone in mind for who you're wanting to, like, have this with. But it's almost like you're almost needing to, oh, my stomach just got super nervous again when I said that, you guys. So I definitely feel like maybe you have someone in mind, and you're kind of scared to talk to them. You feel like you're not ready yet. And I don't know if you necessarily are ready yet. I definitely feel like you're on the precipice of being ready. And it's like, when I'm looking at this, it's like, take a risk and put your heart. I'm seeing, like, put your heart out there. It's almost time to, like, if you have feelings for someone, and I feel like you do, like, true feelings, not just like this randomness. It's like, that it's true. If you have true feelings and that's what your intuition is telling you for someone, it's almost time to put your heart out there and just take the risk. Those nerves that you're feeling are good. That's a good thing. Because sometimes those things that make us scared are the things that are best for us. And what's the worst that can happen is this person says no, and then you're like, you know what, that wasn't right for me. That's it. That's all you can do, right? So Rhiannon's on the bottom, which I really like this. It says sorceress, which is interesting because this came out for Scorpio, and I was saying, like, the Scorpio Taurus thing, okay? It says, you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Yes, you can. You can manifest your clear intentions, but they have to be clear. Like, I feel like you already know the answer. You might be a little bit scared of the answer. But you know the answer. My stomach is just a mess right now, you guys. It's like giving me chills almost. Actually, it is giving me chills. Like, I have chills up and down my legs right now. But it's manifest your clear intentions into reality. You can. I feel like all you have to do is take a leap of faith, and then it'll be there. Your clear intentions, your whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest, will be there when you decide to take the leap, okay? Taurus, this has been your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. I thank any of you for being present today, any of your guides that were present, any of my guides that were present. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.